stranger to playing aggressive, but can also slow it down like what we've seen in some of the earlier sets, especially with him and versus Kirash, if I'm not mistaken. You know, of course, Ness has really great air options, really great mobility. So it's going to be a matter of, can you play around Snake's projectiles? Not only can you play around them, but can you also absorb them and make him second guess on how he wants to throw them? Because MVD, one of the best Snakes in the world. I mean, obviously, probably the best Snake, but one of the best in the world at how they convert off of these projectiles. If you can make MVD kind of second guess before he presses that B button, you might be sitting pretty here, but it's going to be a testament of time between these two characters. Game number 1 right here, and we're opening it up here in a major way.
Yeah, as major as Final Fantasy VII, and the last song I was going to expect to hear between these two characters. You know, it's always weird that we always get those soundtracks pretty late into the game, but here we go. He manages to plant that C4, throws it off. I know Sen was trying to land that PK Thunder before it could potentially turn into a conversion off that explosion. But, does a reset, the remix.
Oh my Lord, Jesus. I like that bit of hesitation right there for MVD. He's going to go for the safe forward tilt, of course, not looking to do the second swing, checking the temperature, letting him know that it's not safe to drop shield, but it's also equally not as safe to just stand there and hold shield, because a couple more of these now will certainly break it up. There's the down smash. Pretty underutilized option right there from a lot of the Snakes.
Yes. Oh! Gets him with the yo-yo. And the reason he actually went for that down smash was because of the placement that he had Send at. The C4 was on the left platform, so if Send rolled left, he was going to die to the C4. So he tried to, like, you know, guess if the down smash could cover the right roll and the get up, but did not expect the get up attack, one of the riskier options to go for.
He's a little bit of the PK Thunder, lands, no up tilt, but he's looking
that shield.
Your shield is looking microscopic here, Sen. Oh, great hesitation. I mean, just waiting for him to do an improper input. I love that. A little bit of patience certainly goes a long way, and I'm going to go ahead and absorb a little bit of health. Back throw. Get off that putt. He has a sticky on him.
Dude, Send knew that MVD was going to ignite that C4 just based on his placement. So he hit that side magnet so far ahead in advance that MVD just kind of autopiloted into it and gave him the health back. Smart gameplay from him. Tosses him back off, 136. He's going to be able to close this out with the Nikita missile, but Send's doing a fantastic job of playing around it. Up B's into the stage, tries to get away, still surviving. Air dodge is going to put him into a lot of lag afterwards. Free fall, manages to not get back. 155, another Nikita, and that's going to be able to close it out. Three Nikita missiles going to explode on him. Lands down, gets the back throw. MVD going to be able to survive with that heavy Snake.
Yes, but for how much longer is a real question. I love that, though, that Nikita gameplay there just a moment ago, just kind of proving that sometimes less is more. There's the back throw. Oh, looking for MVD, you very sneaky player, you very sneaky Snake, you. And it was even more sneaky is how well Sen is just absorbing all the explosives right here that MVD is laying on to the stage. I love it. Of course, this is what I talked about before. You gotta showcase how great Ness can move, especially in this matchup.
Landed down with the back air, gonna close out that stock, and we saw how hungry MVD was for that forward air and that forward smash, trying to close it out immediately. He would have got clipped by that. That kills at like 30 on the edge of the stage, dude. It's such an explosion. Speaking of, C4 gonna close out that second stock, 1 stock apiece. A little bit of advantage here for MVD because he's got placement already ready to go. He keeps exploding. He just pushes the button. He was mashing the button. Snake was mashing that button as hard as he could, causing fires abound on that platform.
Oh, and he's going to try to keep him off his feet. That way he cannot use down special to absorb, but he's going to go ahead and do it anyway just so he can get C4 back. Very smart. Okay, directional air dodge. Up the forward air. Good Lord, MVD dropping the legs on him and dropping percent right here on Sen's behalf. This stock has gone on just a little too long, and I got to give it to Sen. Just being able to play around these explosives really makes, you know, just for, oh my God, a talented Ness main himself.
And Sen should be at a higher percent, but he's healed like 40% this stock just from the explosions all over the place. It's doing a lot of work for him, so he's still able to survive just a little bit longer. MVD getting closer and closer to that prime 160%. If Snake gets you at 160, all he needs is a grab to get a guaranteed kill. So, but Sen's not giving it to him. Going for the up smash, going to be able to catch it clean. Catches the landing with an up air, preventing him from getting any sort of momentum. Closing out that first game. What a nail biter to start off the set.
Yeah, it most definitely was, and that was a really rough spot for MVD to be in at the end. I mean, his smash DI out of PK Fire is phenomenal. I feel like when you go into this matchup, especially as Snake, it has to be on point, or everyone you eat is going to be just a free 30-40%. But the way he kind of popped out of that, he was just really in an awkward spot, man. I mean, you know, to be off of your feet while Ness is coming after you is already an uncomfortable position to be in. After you kind of directionally air dodge out of a move, I mean, that's even worse. So MVD playing that one well, Sen playing it just even better. But the great thing about this is, of course, that, friends, this is a best of 5 as we jump into the second game here, winners finals. Let's see how this plays down. Who's going to draw blood first here? And it looks like, yes, it's going to be MVD with that patented patience, just waiting for him to touch his shield so he can try to get him off stage. Another throw. Ooh.
You'll notice that MVD likes to go for forward airs on the edge of the stage, and it's not because he's trying to land them. It's because he's forcing Sen to respect it, and he has to fade away, so it makes his recovery just a little bit more tricky. I mean, if he wants to get by, oh no, speaking of being hit by, here comes the mega combo. My God, already got him at 94% off of that one missed tech, able to jab lock that into 2 PK fires.
And climbing too. That was really smart. He knew that he was going to try to smash the eye, out of the first one, and said, I'm going to toss out the second one. But MVD tossing out some big hitboxes of his own, aka that F smash, and it has been strong since Snake's inception in Super Smash Brothers. That move hits like a ton of bricks, and then some. Great parry. There's the down tilt.
I cannot believe that down smash from Sen sent MVD into a grenade explosion on the right side. That was incredible. How did he get that timing? It had to have been an accident.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Off stage, air dodging back on, avoids the C4, but there's a back air ready for you. That's all about the placement. MVD, his entire game plan is centered around manipulating his opponent to go the way that he wants him to, because if you don't go the way he wants you to, you're going to die to a C4 or a grenade.
My goodness, MVD. Looking like the MVP right here. Oh, he had that platform. Yeah, he didn't want to get the dog walked on him. Sen, just even the threat, the presence of mind to know that if I just toss this out, there's a good chance you might be out of options. Very smart, but even smarter to hold grenade. Of course, it's not out of character for somebody like Ness to get very handsy with you, and that's one thing that we haven't really seen here in this set is how well he's going to hold grenade. When Sen decides to come in and get a little handsy with him. Throw.
Grab.
Back
throw. Tosses him right into the C4. Had that placed, ready to go ahead of time. Back air, back into off stage, and you're gonna see Snakes recovering super high like that with the Cypher, because you have to, right? Because the Snakes, when he's trying to recover from down below, he can easily be abused. Right there, he's covering his tracks with the grenade. Sen had to respect it, so he couldn't charge him. So very good placement from MVD. Planning 3 steps ahead, but not enough. Gets caught by the yo-yo up smash, 102%. Can he actually pull this off?
It's a question of pretty much time here between these two characters. I think Ness might not be a character that's well equipped to go long distances, but versus somebody like Snake, you get that luxury because of how well you play around his projectiles. But it's oh my God, I got it. Oh, MVD, he is just so great up close, and I feel like it doesn't get enough credits. Friends in the chat, just even before that, his utilization of just the first hit of F tilt is something you just really got to tip your hat to. Like the first hit, just to kind of check the temperature, see which way you're going to roll, and then the minute you make a bad option, now you're caught in a bad spot right here. MVD playing so well up close, playing pretty good from far away, though he's going to have to try to switch that script up, though, because Sen is doing a phenomenal job at playing around projectiles, just absorbing every hit. That 8 to 10% might not seem a lot, but on a stage like Battlefield, it can literally make or break a stock.
That ending for MVD, right? He just played it so simple. He got the grab on the right side of the stage, and because he was at high enough percent, he was like above 140%, he went for the down tilt, or the down throw, and because of that, the forward tilt was actually guaranteed. That guaranteed him a kill because of that, because it comes out on 4 frames, so that's a very fast option. Mm-hmm. So there was no guessing game to be had. He just got that stock. It is gone. It is out of there, and now we find ourselves in a game 3 situation. Sen versus MVD. Sen does have a little bit of advantage here because of he has a counter pick. Like he's the one that has more counter picks because he won the first game. The question is, where is he going to take him? Yes,
that is the real question. I think the stage certainly plays a big effect between which way this matchup might sway, depending on the day of the week and just kind of how the neutral is going. But we'll have to wait and see right here once we get off of this wonderful character pop-up image. I'd like to say, okay, this works. I was gonna say Town and City maybe, but Smashville certainly works. So we got closer quarter combat, not the biggest stage in the world, which could again, depending on which way this match goes, could be equally as good and bad for both sides. Of course, with smaller space to work around, of course, it's a lot harder to maneuver around projectiles and this grenade. But also, once Ness is by you, he's in your face, so no room to run.
I love Sen's usage of side magnet because, like, right there, he was able to heal a lot. But he purposely puts himself in the middle of the C4 in case MVD wants to get a little bit trigger happy and pull out that explosion, because one C4 is going to heal him for like 20%. PK Thunder not going to be able to give him enough distance. Unfortunate early death for him. MVD is going to try to take that to the bank, but he is at a high percent.
Yeah, he is, and Grenade right there certainly coming out to save his life. But yes, if at first you don't succeed, just keep pressing those good buttons until one of them connects, and nobody does it quite like Sen here in this match. That was really smart, my God, and getting F smash happy, but you know what though? It's actually not the worst thing to do in the world versus Ness, because he kind of floats at that perfect range at the ledge where F smash might be able to reach out and touch somebody. So great stuff.
Oh! Saw that solid BK Thunder coming out. C4 gonna be able to convert that into something beautiful. 114%. All he needs is that drop down up air. He's getting stronger and stronger. Forward throw wasn't at that quite prime percent to be able to guarantee that into a forward tilt. Heals out the side magnet to get him out of that percent, so grabs are no longer as big of a threat. Smart stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't roll haphazardly, doesn't panic there, realizing I'm not at a high enough percent for back throw from Ness to matter, but you're still snaking, you are still off your feet, and I gotta give it to Sen on how well he is harassing MVD from underneath. But even as I say that, the harassment is coming from MVD, that up tilt, just claiming the stocks and the lives of many, adding Sen to the hit list there. No up air. God, I was scared for his life.
Good evasion from MVD going for the platform, because that PK Thunder could have potentially caught him if he was going down to the bottom. That's what Sen likes to do with Ness, and a lot of Ness players just in general, they like to place PK Thunders whenever you're off stage, because it allows you to be able to chase off pretty safely, and if they land down behind you, you can hit yourself and try to get a kill that way.
Speaking of landing right here, MVD having a very hard time doing it. You know, he has to pick between an option I got to throw out to cover myself that might heal, Sen, excuse me, or, you know, tossing out a punishable hitbox and then it just gets eaten up on shield and Sen can pretty much do what he wants to me afterwards. But still keeping the neutral in his control nonetheless. He said, heal from this, homie. It's okay to press down B, but you can't reflect, you can't absorb this leg.
That's absolutely right. Like, you kind of see that in MVD's gameplay, right? Like, he's starting to throw out a little bit more aerials up close and personal, so he's sick of healing them.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up here ever so slightly. He's doing just that right here, but Sen bringing this one back into even closer combat. I gotta give it to him, man. He's figured out a way to kind of stop the bleeding, but for how... Okay, big old fat read right there, yeah. And he's just walking around on him, Austin. He's just strolling.
The way he's moving, it's like he's very hungry for that grab, and I'm shocked Sen is staying so still on the ground because of that, instead of like trying to go a little bit more airborne. But hold on a second. Ola had a potential to get on catch without the double jump. Gets the yo-yo, still alive, 119%. What's the option here? What's the play? Gonna drop down through the platform with a back air. He's rolling away from these explosions. MVD has the advantage. He's gonna go off super deep instead of just chasing him with the safe Nikita missile. Gets caught by the back air from Sen off stage. Sen could have potentially just died if MVD just would have stayed on the stage with a Nikita missile. Maybe that situation wouldn't have happened, but Sen from the deepest, darkest ways of disadvantage catches the kick, gets him off the cipher, and steals the game from MVD. Send, good lord.
Yeah, that was wow. I mean, that was just some clean Ness gameplay we have ever seen it ourselves, and it makes sense. That's what you gotta go deep like that sometimes. But I don't know if that was one of those times where you should have did that.
It didn't work out right.
He was hungry. I mean, I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? The match was certainly starting to come down to the wire. And I'm sure he was at his wit's end with how some of these interactions have been going, because again, Sen doing such a proficient and efficient job at just eating up these projectiles and absorbing health. This is what happens when you let Sen just prolong a Ness stock. He is going to take it and he is going to milk it for everything that is worth. MVD unfortunately showed his hand there just a little too early. Sen was able to send him out into the blast zone and send this right here into a 2-1 lead on his behalf. MVD is going to have to dig really deep right now, because Sen is in, you know, he is in ultimate Ness mode right now. Okay, he's better than best Ness. Like, this is the ultimate Ness here.
Now he's mad.
Oh, psychic mad.
Okay, let's get it. So MVD, maybe, you know, like, because he bet a lot on that back air, right? Because it could have worked if he managed to catch him, if Sen opted to go for a high recovery instead. And because of that, maybe his mental game's not there anymore, but he's got to shake that off. Because right now, he is getting comboed, and he needs to dig deep to find something here. He manages to finally push him off stage.
Yes, he's off stage, stuck into this corner, but the percent's certainly not going in his favor. Now, we got a lot of room to work with, but those platforms are serving Snake no justice. Any character... No. Oh, my Lord. Yes, these platforms are doing you no justice. Any character that can apply pressure, that's very quick with their aerial options, they do so great in matchups like this because they have the ability to just take that platform away from you. We see it with Squirtle, we see it with Pichu and Pikachu, we see it with Ness. I mean, it's such great situational awareness, but one thing I am aware of course, is the deficit that MVD is definitely in right now. And he's going to have to figure something out because, my goodness, Send on the money.
On the money and trying to get that heal. I mean, he held that for quite a while, and the explosion just wasn't coming to him. PK Thunders threw the Nikita missile, dropping it right on top of him, going to try to like catch that air dodge with a dash attack, but it's not going to be able to work out. He's only at 101%, dies to the up tilt. A little bit shocking, like a little bit of strong kick there.
Yeah, you know, it never ceases to amaze me how early that move KOs. Like every time I think I got it scouted out on like, you know, percents and everything, it just always feels like it moves up another 10% like on how early it kills. So
hold on.
Great tech retapping, and that's that brawl in him coming out, reading which way he goes after the down throw. No PK Thunder harassment, no PK missile here this time. A lot of room to work with, just wide open spaces, home on the range. I want to see MVD kind of utilize this. Ooh.
If he had a little bit less percent, that would have connected, but he was too high, a little bit too much rage. But it was a good effort, because the second MVD planted that C4 on that platform, he does it again, right? It's a good place. Oh my God, what is going on? He couldn't do anything.
Yeah, this ain't looking good right here for both players. Gonna land with the PK fire, looking to turn it into something that MVD has shown historically in a set that he's pretty proficient at SDIing out of that. Oh my Lord, yes, the patented, what are you gonna press? And honestly, it doesn't matter because I'm off my feet right into the up tilt. Great patience there from MVD, but let's see how long he can prolong this stock here.
Send has been using get up attack over and over, but it doesn't matter, he gets the PK fire into an up smash. Every single time, he's been going for get up attack, and MVD's starting to capitalize on that, going for the jumps instead. Look out for that F smash. I don't know if that would have killed at 38, but it potentially could have.
Yeah, look, I don't want to take no chances with Snake's F smash. Okay, definitely not his. Our knockback is insane. Okay, there's the back here, and just getting PK fire happy, and I love it a lot. I mean, just really not showing a lot of answers for it. I mean, yeah, you're getting hit by it. You're not really getting the conversion you want after it, but damage is still damage. Though this is a game of stocks. And both of theirs look like they're on borrowed time. Oh, another tomahawk into something. Okay, getting a little fearless on Send here.
Air dodge right through that Nikita. Gonna try to catch this landing. Eats the air dodge. The PK Thunder allows him so much option coverage with that because he can control it so like easily. As that 122% connects the back air, catches the roll, and that's gonna be Send with a taunt saying, okay, I'm in grand finals here at the Smash World Tour Southwest Online Qualifiers. MVD taking a trip down to losers finals to face off one of a couple of different players down there, and what a finish for Send. I feel like the ending of that the previous game gave him so much momentum and a good headspace to be in that he was able to carry that set into a V for victory.
Yeah, there's just really a lot to unpack there with both of those two players. The biggest one is how well they played around each other's tools. I mean, I don't want to talk about too much how they handle each other in the neutral, because when it comes to conversions, I mean, these two are the peak and the prime pickings of their characters, all right? They know how to pilot these characters better than anybody else who probably plays them out in the community. But what I'm getting at is, you know, Ness, Send, he just knew how to prolong those stocks. And when you have that type of mentality, when you have that type of play style with somebody like Ness, you're